right, we got our griddle right around 400 degrees. We're going to do a simple chicken fried rice recipe and a little overview of the Camp Chef Gridiron that they sent me. Just kind of my initial thoughts. I've probably done like 10 cooks on this thing, so so far so good. Full disclosure, they did send this to me for free, just so you know. So want to be honest with that. But first we're going to put the chicken down, then we're going to kind of separate it all out. Make sure everybody's touching. Put my spatula there. Do a little bit of salt and pepper, pretty heavy on the chicken. Here's the pepper. So yeah, they sent me this thing. It was very nice of them. I had the Camp Chef FTG 600 for 3 years. They just came out with this. It's at a very good price point, and it looks and works just like the 600, but with a couple more bells and whistles would be my 3,000 feet opinion. Also, with your spatula, if you did just touch the chicken, you can go ahead and put it there on the griddle and get it hot, and then that's going to burn off everything with the chicken. Sometimes people ask about that, be like, oh, now your spatula's contaminated. It's like, yeah, but the griddle's smoking hot. So when I sit it on here like this, it's going to get good. So let's go over some of the amenities here while the chicken's cooking. So first off here, you got these little side handles here where you can put the spatulas. So this goes like this, and they sit in there. Then you can see the other one over there. Got them both down. So let's go ahead and take a look. And then you can close the lid. Huh? Not too shabby, huh? You can see that they stick out of the side. They sit right there. You can only close the lid for like 4 or 5 minutes is what it says in the instructions. So can't keep it closed forever, but that's nice to be able to close it a little bit right there real quick. They have this whole trough in the front here to kind of have the grease coming down and going in there. So from here to here and here to here is the same size as the 600, which I used to cook on. And then they just added all this in the front for all the grease to roll to. That's super nice. It comes with a little thing in the back that you can use to level it. So you can make it angle this way, or you could angle it back and you could cook, you know, kind of pull up some oil back there and do like a shallow fry. Go around some of the accessories. So move aside the toppings. So you see here, there's like these little hooks, not hooks, little magnets, and then you put your accessories on it. So everything's magnetic. So it's like there's the water bottle, an oil bottle, and it'll sit right there on that. Or you can move it to the side here where it was. Or you can move it around back. There's 3 of them on back too. So, you know, that's super nice. For depending on where you want to put different accessories. So like over here I have the magnetic hooks, and these come off and then they can just go right in there as well. That's the cleaning tool they sent me, which is like a scrubby. It has like a scraper, and then it has like a scrubby pad on there. So that's super nice. Over here is the paper towel holder. Again, that's got 3 magnets on there. I have the rice sitting on there so it doesn't float away on me. Down below here is where all the grease runs to. This is kind of your little grease trough with a little foil in there. It does have the lid, like I said already. I showed this to you, which is nice. The 600 did not come with a lid, which is, you know, super nice. All griddles should come with lids, in my opinion. All right, so these are 3 chicken thighs. Let's go ahead and check on them and see if you got some color on there. Oh, we sure did. Flip them all over. Got some pretty good color on those chicken thighs from doing them high right there. What our temperature is at, we are floating around 400 still over here, 370, 360. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move the chicken all the way over. Let it continue to cook. Put down my first pat of butter there, right in the chicken where it was, and then we're going to go with some peas, carrots, and green onion. Mix these in with the butter, get them all up in there. Over here on this chicken, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of a teriyaki sauce. Just give a little extra something, something. Boom. Right here in front of the veggies, we're going to put down our garlic. Go ahead and toss this chicken up real quick. Oh, yeah. This is looking great. I think the chicken's looking great. We're going to move that even further over. Mix the garlic in with the veggies. Losing some peas, but that's okay. All right, we're going to move the veggies all the way over next to the chicken. We're going to do another pat of butter down. Bring this butter around and all of the leftover chicken juices that are on there. Maybe a little bit of oil too. Let everything mix, get back up to a nice temp. To then throw down our 2 cups of jasmine rice. 2 cups uncooked, turned into 4 cups cooked. We're gonna put plenty of soy sauce in it, but I'm still gonna do just a little bit of salt and pepper. All right, so the rice is down there, so I'm gonna go ahead and chop it up and try to coat everybody in the oil and butter that was down there. Then we'll spread it back out thin. Let it really sit and start to, you know, cook up in that butter and oil. Put my vegetables and my chicken on top so they kind of stop cooking. Another thing with this grease trap is it's like the size of your spatula. It doesn't scrape off perfectly, but it is the size of your spatula, so you can use the other spatula and kind of, after you get some stuff up here, got some junk on your spatula there, whoop, you can kind of scrape it down in there with the other spatula. It'd be nice if you could just pull it straight out and it came off, but still, this is helpful to kind of keep your griddle clean. I got 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. Gonna mix all that in there. Try to get a nice color on everything. Might take a while, but then that's how you're gonna get that dark brown color that you're looking for. Try and mix it all together the best you can. So everybody's got a nice color to it. Get these white pieces up here, get them in there. All right, not quite everybody, but we're close. We're really close. So now what I'm gonna do, use this to make like a little barricade for my eggs. Try to get my eggs cooked up in here. Put down some oil. I'm running low, but I think we'll be okay. Put my scrambled eggs in there. It's 3 eggs scrambled right there. Let them kind of start to set up a little bit. Pull them out. And they're not burning because the temperature is real low because that's where the rice was sitting. So we're okay. I used to do them earlier in the cook and then I'd have nowhere to put them and they'd sit and they'd burn. I didn't like that. So now we're just kind of letting them cook up here. And once they all kind of scramble up, we're going to mix them in with all the rice here. Not quite there yet. And the rice is cooked too. So this isn't how they do it at Japanese Steakhouse, but it's an easier way for me to do it. So I really like doing it. Now we're going to mix everybody together. Get those eggs mixed around. We're not done. I'm going to go ahead and just want to show you I'm cutting the heat off. Still got to mix those eggs in real well. And this is the sesame oil. So I cut the heat and then this is like the finishing oil. It's a sesame oil. All right, more 2 spatula toss in here. Let's get everybody mixed together real well. Bring it in like this. Got yourself a nice little heart there. and some simple chicken fried rice. Let me do my little review here of the Gridiron. So fried rice is done right behind me. I got everything turned off. My initial thoughts of the Gridiron, just kind of want to go over. I'm going to do a full review, just want to do fried rice. The cook turned out real well. It's probably my 8th or 9th cook on here. All of them have turned out well. It worked just as good as the Camp Chef flat top grill 600, which is what I did my first like 250 videos on. I went over the accessories. I like these. I like the grease trap. I've never been a huge grease trap person. I don't think it's like changing the world or changing my whole decision, whether it's in the rear or it's in the front or the trough. This is a little better than the trough that was in the front. It seems like it won't spill over and it's bigger. So I like that. I don't know if that would make my whole decision. It has a quick like flamethrower ignition to get it lit, which I guess is nice. I didn't have a problem with my last one either. So I saw a lot of push on that from them, which is nice, but it's not my favorite thing. My favorite thing so far is like low is really low. Low is actually 300 to 325 if you're doing eggs or omelets or something like that. It doesn't just automatically shoot all the way up. And then you still can go to high and you can get over 400. Like I was at 400 and I wasn't even on high there. I was on like the second notch. So you go to high, you can get to 450, 475. I've done smash burgers, 500. So it can go the full gamut. It doesn't get too hot. You don't have to play around with that. Like the accessories, you got to have the lid. So yeah, so far so good. The price point is really good. I think it's at like 500 bucks. So basically you're getting all the bells and whistles, but it's still less than a lot of other stuff like the Traeger. I think the Weber's 700. I'm not sure exactly, to be honest with you, but yeah, 500 is about what I want to spend on a griddle. So yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's just as good as the 600, which I've used hundreds of times, at least 200 some videos, so probably 300 cooks. And I think it's got a couple upgrades from that, being it actually can cook on low and it has a lid. And then the little accessory things are nice. Not necessarily, there's tons of ways to get accessories on here, but it's nice. And the grease trap and the leveling in the back is pretty nice too. But I'd say cooking on low and having the lid are the two things that make it, you know, an upgrade from the 600. And for that price point, I think it's a great deal. I mean, full disclosure, as I said at the beginning, they did send this to me for free, so thank you, Camp Chef. But they also said I can give an honest review, and I would give you guys an honest review. Oh, there goes the cover. Let me grab that. They sent me an orange mat. They got their own orange mat now that specifically goes on there. So they sent that to me as well. But yeah, overall, I mean, like I said, it was free, but I still think it's worth the price. If I was going back today and was getting the FTG 600 or this, I'd buy this for the same price. And the lid alone is worth it. So yeah, you know, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'm going to do a full review, probably more bells and whistles, show all the accessories they sent me. They sent me a lot of accessories. It was very, very kind of them. And I'll do that later. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments, and I'll put a link below if you want to pick one up. Have a good one. Keep on griddling.